lovers, they just loving how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love her, they just loving how we live.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Warriors out in Oakland. Well, for the Warriors, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Tonight we're watching Kyrie Irving, former #1 pick overall. That's a lofty level of expectation to live up to, Kenny, but he's matched the hype surrounding him.
Yeah, he can hurt you from a lot of areas of the floor, and he shoots the three off the dribble, spot up three, dribble, break you down off the dribble, get you in transition. Which way can he beat you? He's a natural-born scorer, but when he's becoming that natural passer, it makes this team almost unstoppable to beat.
Yes, natural-born scorer. That's because he was born in New Jersey. People underestimate his strength. He's tough. He's strong. And I don't know between him and Steph Curry who has the best handles in the game.
I was just going to ask that very question.
You might have to throw Chris Paul in there, too. He's got some handles.
No way. Stop it.
Okay, those two.
Okay, then who would you take?
Handles-wise?
Yeah.
I'm going with Kyrie. Just strictly handles, I'm going with Kyrie.
I'm going with Steph Curry. He make people fall. He make legends fall.
Oh, I like that. I like that. He makes legends fall. Hey, Kevin Harlan.
That was a movie, wasn't it?
A legend in his own right, standing by to make the call.
The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At shooting guard, J.R. Smith. At center, Tristan Thompson. At power forward, Kevin Love. At the other guard position, Kyrie Irving. At the other forward position, LeBron James. The head coach of the visiting team is Tyronn Lue.
Conference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Warriors to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving at the 1. Now here's Curry, and stolen by LeBron. For the finish, and the dunk by Smith.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame, You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Outside, Green, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Barnes kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Nobody near Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Irving. Love outside. Smith kicks to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The drive by James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And Bogut slams it in.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
LeBron against Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good on the three-point shot.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable. Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. And it's Smith penetrating.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
James in the post, covered by Barnes. Thompson against Smith. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Back to Thompson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Thompson's got his first basket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Curry dishes to Barnes. Back to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. And now it's a double-digit lead. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Smith, no good. Warriors leading by 10. Ahead, the finish, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
It's taken them no time to build this lead. A great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And the dunk by Love.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Warriors leading by 10.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Out to Thompson. Here's the three. That's good. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Outside Irving. Smith with a wide open look. That three off the mark. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Thompson slams it home.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Here's Irving following the score by Golden State. Plenty of space, and he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
It's tipped, and it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Thompson. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Irving against Curry. Ball's knocked loose. Irving with the steal. James misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson sends it back. They recover it. No one near Curry as he lets it go. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Warriors ahead, up by 15. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. We caught up with Kyrie. He talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, in part, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
this has been a shooting drill thus far.
Warm-up jumpers because there hasn't been much resistance.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Maurice Spates. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low. And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. 5 to shoot. Iguodala's drive and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Now here's LeBron. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Spates makes it off the glass. Spates has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's LeBron. An easy 2 points on the layup. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter. Well, talking about the strength of LeBron now, we saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high-flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Here's Irving following the score by Golden State. The shot. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Passes it to Livingston and stolen by Love. Jacks up a 3. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Irving with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Curry, and stolen by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Now that's how to finish the break. Throwdown with force.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch off. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Curry kicks to Barnes. On the wing, Green. Back to Barnes. Out to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Curry. Thompson inside, working on Smith. Curry passes to Thompson. It's stolen by Smith. And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. James misses.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-6 run. That's good. 6 points for Smith.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. and that one's good. Curry's got 9 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
LeBron dishes to Thompson. Irving kicks to Smith. Irving attacking, and it's sent back by Bogut. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Thompson misses.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Thompson with it, picked up by Thompson. Knocked away and stolen by Barnes. Goes up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. No good from the wing. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Irving against Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
58 seconds left here in the second. The Cavaliers trail by 11.
I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
And here is Green after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today? And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Here's Curry, 11 points in the game. He got it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors lead by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. They put together one great play after another, and at one point, led by as many as 17. They held up the intensity, and by the end of quarter one, were out in front by 15. They saw that enormous first quarter lead erode during the second quarter, but they still hold an 8-point advantage at halftime. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well, and their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge, and it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at center, locking down the middle. Here's Curry. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Smith with it. And it's sent back by Bogut. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Here's Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight. Warriors leading by 7. Over in the corner, Green. A three-pointer, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance. Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here comes Smith leading the fast break, and James throws it down.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, LeBron James, long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. Here's Barnes. He's got 8. 2 on the clock. Baseline try. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Up and in on the layup. LeBron's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Curry's shot is good.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
James wide open. And Thompson kicks to Irving. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Thompson misses. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the 3rd. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off because of how vocal he is.
3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Thompson throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here is Smith following the miss by Draymond Green.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
They sure did, Greg. And I like the fact they never put their chin in their chest when they were down early. I mean, they were down big early. They were composed, and they never got desperate and stayed within themselves. Very impressive.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Thompson.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of play. Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
And so it's Cleveland with it. On the wing, Irving. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Curry kicks to Green, to the left wing, to the paint, out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Cavaliers leading. James outside. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Here's James, plenty of space. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game. Curry kicks to Bogut, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
The three from LeBron. Another three for Cleveland.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Nobody near Irving. Another three for Cleveland.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And Curry, here we go. He kicks it to Barnes. Stolen by Thompson. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. It's stolen by Curry. Now the Warriors moving it up. Green leading the charge. Nice shot by Bogut.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Love. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Love's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break. He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
J.R. Smith. That's his second personal foul.
The Warriors have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. That's good from Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Curry.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
And here's LeBron outside. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Warriors trail by 10. Iguodala out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Curry in a point. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Iguodala. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smith. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's now 19 points for Kyrie Irving. Curry against Irving. Spates, the pass to Curry. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Love outside. Right side Irving. Curry with the steal. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Right side Curry. To the paint. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Ezeli.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, and good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Now here's James, and the rejection by Iguodala. Thompson with it, guarded now by Irving. The feed to Iguodala. And he banks in the layup. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron is running. Thompson left side, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Love with the screen for James. Off the pick. Irving kicks to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Back to Irving. And it's Smith penetrating. They need this one. James, no good.
And Azili, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Warriors making the shot, and that one's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can't relax yet. I mean, they've still got plenty of work to do here. They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Now here's Iguodala. Here's Spates. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
And you know what we call that, Greg? Spurt ability. When they absolutely needed it, they found it. A frantic finish in store.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Azili. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Barnes is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Irving for 3. Shot is off. Curry with some nice D.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Cavaliers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Smith, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now here's Barnes. And Curry, here we go.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Offensive rebound, James. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
What a game for LeBron. 28 points and 9 assists.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. The dish to Curry. The pass to Bogut.
Shooting for Golden State.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. James with it, headed down by Barnes. It's the first that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him. best I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
On the wing, James.
Money! Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now. So I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
The Cavaliers on offense. Irving with it, picked up by Thompson. Smith for three. Rebound Bogut. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're losing by 3. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Here's Green. Off the iron that time.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. And we see what happens right here.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. Kenny, what did you think?
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.